no, 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 this is bad, this is bad. Some of them are dead. I don't know why. That one's dead. There's a twitching one at the bottom there, and the rest of them are all huddled up and all up the top here and not moving too great, if I'm honest. I need to get the water out quickly and do a water change. It's the best thing to do in this position or situation. I don't even know. So I think the smart thing to do first of all is take out these dead ones to make sure that we don't get any ammonia spikes. And there's two more down the bottom there. One of them's still wiggling, so he might be all right once I get the water out. I'll get the other one out though. The water is just draining down now, and do a nice big water change with dechlorinated water, and hopefully that sorts this out. I've got no idea what's happened. What's happened? Maybe moving the tanks disturbed the substrate, caused ammonia. I don't know. So yeah, the water's just draining, and maybe it was moving the tanks that caused the ammonia to leach, but I don't think that is the case because the killifish are absolutely fine. I just checked all the other tanks. There's no casualties anywhere else. Now these fish did show some ick on them a couple of days after I brought them in, but I treated that and it went pretty quickly. No signs of the ick on them now, so I'm baffled. How comes I've got 3 dead fish? Right, that's the water change complete. Now the fish that are left seem to be doing really well. There's 9 left and we lost 4. So I've got a theory as to what's happened here. Either moving the tanks has disturbed the substrate and for some reason caused some kind of ammonia spike, or I overdosed some ick treatment that I would put in my haste to clear the problem. I didn't measure it quite right. You know, they're tiny fish. It's not a huge amount of volume of water. I've just made a hell of a mess trying to sort this out as quick as possible. I've kicked stuff everywhere accidentally, but I think we've got on top of it. This is the water that I've drained out of that tank. I'm going to test it now and see if there's any ammonia in it. That'll tell me then if there wasn't an ammonia spike. Okay, so the test is showing that we have got no ammonia at all, which is really good. That means that there's no reason that like non-cycling or anything issue like that has killed them. And also no nitrite in the water as well. So I am baffled right now. So I also checked the medication to make sure I did the right amount. I remember what I put in and it was the exact, well, almost just the smallest amount over for the size aquarium that I've got, which would have been absolutely fine. It's not an issue. I've done that before. I'm just baffled. The water's completely clean. I medicated for the ick went. What's going on? Hopefully I can come back tomorrow morning because it's late now, and then everything's okay. I've just lost a few. Sometimes that happens. We just have to wait and see, I guess. Oh no, it's not good news, guys. I've just come in. They're all gone. Gutted. What could it have been? Like, I'm almost certain. Well, I am certain. There's nothing that I could have done that could have killed them. Sometimes I guess you just get a bad batch. I need to speak to the guys I got them from and see, because I only bought half of what was there. I need to see about what was left and see if they're okay. I thought there was a chance that shifting the tanks might have disturbed anything in the soil, releasing ammonia, blah blah blah, but all the other tanks were moved as well, and every single one of them is absolutely fine, you know, including the killifish, and all of them, every one of them absolutely fine and doing great. So I feel happy in myself that I know that this is not a result of my fish keeping, but I don't feel happy because it's dead fish. I mean, yeah, they're only tiny little fish, but that doesn't make any difference, does it? It's not about that. It's about something dying under your care. It's horrible, but I need to find out more information. So I spoke to the supplier and they said they've had problems as well with die-off and the ick, and they treat it the same sort of thing. Mine have all gone, but they've offered to replace them. They've got a new batch in. Hopefully these ones are completely different. They said they look extremely healthy and really good, so I'm going to get those, come back and put them in one of the new tanks that I've set up. I don't think it'd be wise to put them back in that tank. I think I should just take that tank and just start again with it, take everything out, restart it. I think that's probably the best. Would you agree? So I've put the new batch of fish in this tank here. This tank's been set up for like 8 months now. It's fully cycled, everything's got a little hang on the back filter. It's not heated, but the room's heated, which is, you know, adequate temperature for these guys. There they are, look. They look, to be honest, they already look better than the other ones. Obviously the other ones weren't well, that's why. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave these guys in here and just watch them and make sure we don't get any more problems. We shouldn't get any more problems, to be honest, because how often does that happen? That's never happened to me, and these fish look miles better than the other ones. They're definitely a different batch, way more colour, and actually got a little bit more size as well. As for this tank though, I guess I just drain it all out and start again. It's not hard to do. At the end of the day, it was only a little bit of soil, and all these plants are easily replaceable. I mean, I've already got every single one of them and the moss and everything all in these, so that's not an issue at all. Right, it's 6 AM, the lights have just come on. I've actually been in the studio for a few hours, and it looks as if the new batch of fish are good. There they all are, look, swimming around nicely. Now there's no signs of any sort of ick or anything like that on them. And their colours, look, even though they've got a really, really low sort of light in here, are actually quite vibrant. I'm not sure if it's being picked up in the shadows there. Let's move the light over there. Sorry guys, a bit better? Yeah, I think that's a bit better. So overall, these ones are looking far, far more healthy, and hopefully we're going to get some good success with them. But I think for the time being, I'm just going to keep them in this tank. I mean, it's not hurting them being in there, it's cycled, it's quite nice looking as well. I think at some point I just want to take that whole section out and use it as like a piece for another aquarium. That is kind of what the idea was with this whole tank, was just to put something in it that will grow out and then use it in another setup as like the main focal point. So I think that will work really well for that, won't it? Look at how nice that trident fern has grown. Again, this is like a £5, $7 light, a really cheap hang on the back filter, and just a really, really easy, simple tank, and it's grown so well. I think the key to it is that the light is literally right above it, so it's getting just the right amount so that there's zero algae, but the plants are getting enough so that they're growing. I don't dose it or anything either, so it's the perfect amount of waste is giving obviously the nutrients to the plants. Anubias as well, look, again, nothing on it that suggests any imbalances. It's just doing so well. And you can see as well there, look at all of that moss. I can't actually remember what type it is, but they're all Java mosses at the end of the day, just different variants, aren't they? I think though that is the Taiwan moss, I think. So in the previous vlog, guys, I moved the aquarium into the new studio, the second studio, fourth studio, whatever. I moved I moved this aquarium in here, and it doesn't look good, does it? There's a black back on it, which I've spun to the front because I know it's like not scratched or anything. So I'm going to scratch off the black, or just scrape it off with razor blade, and then I just need to trim up this bottom part here that it's sat on, and then we're ready to fill it up and put some plants in. I've got a ton of plants that need to go in here because the tank next to it is going to be the Amazon tank, and I've got all the swords to go in. Now they're massive, so I need this big tank for that, and then after we've done all that, we can escape this one. Right, job done, tank scaped. Nah, not really. Okay, so a lot of these plants are ones that's going to be going in the tank next to this one, not just where that is there. So the 4 foot or 120 centimeter Amazon tank that I want to be doing. Yeah, so lots of Val and lots of Amazon swords. I've got smaller Amazon swords as well in this tank, and then I've got another one there as well. So I'll get some more ordered in. Got some Sag as well. Oh, it's going to look so good. There's so much coming. So it's now been a week, guys, since I first put the chili restorers into this aquarium, the new batch that is. Now every single one of them absolutely perfect. The colours are looking really good, all healthy, no ick. So I think what I want to do is move into a different aquarium. Yeah, look, you can see here, or maybe you can't, I don't know. It's quite hard to focus. They're so small, these little things. Guys, where are you? Well, that's the thing, they don't school because they're so comfortable. These kind of fish only tend to school when they're under sort of threat or scared or anything like that. But these aren't schooling at all at the moment. That's cool. But they are really good. They're really healthy. I don't want to keep them in this tank because this is just well, I don't know why. I kind of use this tank as just for growing this. That's it. I don't care if there's any livestock in it. They can go in a different tank. Now I want to put them in one of the killifish tanks. Follow me. And this is the tank I'm talking about. So this has got a single killifish in that I'm rarely seeing. Now well, all these plants aren't really helping, are they? But some of you guys said to me that he might do well with some diverfish. You know, he is on his own. The volcano killifish next to, look, there's the female. And the male now does pop out and come forwards and isn't quite as shy. You can see him just tucked in at the back. No, you can't see him, but he's just in at the back there. He's not quite as still and shy anymore. He does come to the front, but he does get scared when I come near the aquarium. Not like these guys up here, obviously, as you guys already know. The lyre tails, the Australi, or whatever it is. G'day, mate. G'day. How's it going? Did I say that? I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, hopefully if I put these diverfish into this aquarium, we'll see more of the other guy. I might trim back some of the plants as well. They're getting a little bit crazy. But let's be honest, it's going to be completely impossible to catch these fish with this in there. So I'm going to just take it out. It's all attached to the wood anyway, so just lift it straight out. That is a really nice piece of Java fern. That's the needle leaf, or no, it's not, it's trident. It's trident fern, yeah. Look at that. I can use that in escape, can't I? Okay, so the temperature for these guys is pretty much going to be the same. So in they go straight away. No need to temperature acclimate, and the water's the same as well, isn't it? So we're all good. In you go, guys. Nice new home for you. Are they all in? Yeah, I think they're in. Okay, cool. Right, so far so good. No death so far. Colours are really good. They're vibrant straight away. This wasn't the case before. I mean, obviously fish take time to colour up, but even after a day or so, they still weren't looking this sort of colour. So these are obviously a lot better. Hopefully now that they're in there, we're going to see the other killifish come out a little bit more as well. I can see him at the moment. He's right under the back there, tucked in, like a little tiny shadow just behind these chiliospores. You can see him tucked in there. Come on, fella, you can come out. Don't be so shy. Thing is, what is the worry is that when I feed him, he doesn't come out either, so I can't see if he's eating or not. So hopefully now, when he sees the food go in and the rest will sort of run around, well, they don't run, they're fish. Hopefully when you see them swimming around, it will come out as well, and I'll be able to monitor that. But he or she, no, it is a he, it's a male. He is eating, or he wouldn't be alive. But I just want to show you guys off his colours and that, because I only saw him pretty much when he first got put in. Oh yeah, and I forgot to tell you, we've also got more babies. So this is my pond setup. Well, it's not a pond, is it? It's an aquarium, but like a mini indoor pond. It's doing so well. Not a single bit of algae. Plants are growing insanely good. But guess what? We've got another batch of babies. They've just started to come out. I need to make this dark tonight. There we go. There we go. Okay, so look, yeah, there's more babies. So what is nice to know is that, you know, you lose some, you gain some, and such is life, isn't it? But there's more than two. I did see quite a lot. Yeah, there's more there. There's two more in that section. Yeah, there's loads. I saw about 10, so we've got the stocking in this tank is going up and up. Hopefully this is the one I'm trying to get like babies from. Look at how good he is. There you go. Look, such nice colours on him. It's a cobra, isn't it, or a snake skin or something like that. Anyway, he is my absolute favourite guppy of all time, and I'm hoping he gets some really nice babies from him. So hopefully some of these are. They're too young at the moment to be showing any kind of patterns, but, you know, hopefully we'll get some. Some of these males that you're actually seeing here now are from the first lot that were born. So, you know, all the colours and that. This one here is a new one, effectively. Like, not new, because you can see by the size of it, but that's from the first batch that was born in this tank. So we get some good success from this tank. So a bit of a sad start to this video, guys, but all's well that ends well. New batch of fish. Babies being born. Very recently the discus has started spawning as well. If you haven't seen that, go take a look. If you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to click the like and subscribe button, and I will see you on the next one.